Hello everyone, MABK over here. This is going to be a really short tutorial about Photoshop. So let's get started. When you open Photoshop, you get this. This is actually Photoshop CC 2017. So to create a new document, you just click Ctrl+N. Now you have to learn some shortcuts, but it will work out after some time. So over here you have recent items. You can select any of these templates, or you can go from photo, print, art and illustration, web, mobile, film and video. So today we are going to be selecting from our recent custom default Photoshop size. Right, so you just click over here and you will get the settings over here, or you can change the settings just by width, height and resolutions, and you should probably keep on the color mode on RGB. And now we're going to be renaming the file, document. We're going to be writing tutorial. Okay, so after that you just hit create over here. So now the first things are, you should know how to navigate in Photoshop. So right now when you are over here, you can click and hold Alt, and you can, with your mouse wheel, you can go back and forth, and you can also click and hold space and you can navigate. If you are inside, and you can navigate like this, and if you just release the space bar, you can use the move tool, which we'll get to in just a little bit. So here's our tools panel. Okay, these are our tools. We have move tool, we have brush, we have spot healing, we have eyedropper tool, and we have paint bucket tool or gradient tool. And you can see these small drop down arrows over here. If you right click on them, you can see other options you can open, and you have many of it over here, but I'm going to be showing you the basics. After that, if you want to drag a photo in Photoshop, you just go to your file. So from your files, you just grab it in Photoshop and you just drop it, and it will show these markers all around your photo, these handles. Right, these handles are just to resize your photo. If you want it to be small, if you want it to be flat, or if you want it to be thin. Right, if you want it to be proportionally scaled, you just hold shift, and if you want it to be scaled or rotated from the center, you just hold shift and alt, or you can just hold alt. So you can do that. Right, so we're gonna drop it right over here. To place the photo, okay, you just click enter, or you can hit Control enter. And you have one more thing over here. You can't just select or deselect from normal photos just like in Windows. Your auto select is not checked. Okay, you have to click Control and then click on to select or to deselect. I keep it off because when you have many layers, it gets harder to select between the layers. Moving any photos in Photoshop is just easy. You just grab it and drag it. Alright, so I'm gonna be placing another photo over it just to show you. So we'll put this croissant on top of the coffee cup. Alright, so you see that this simple croissant. So now we're going to be cropping it. So in Photoshop you can just delete these things, or you can just make a mask. A mask is nothing but just you are hiding all of this other information other than this. Quick time lapse. Okay, so now I've selected that, so we'll just hit on Ctrl+Enter, so it will make a selection around it. Now we can just we go over here, click this add layer mask. Okay, so only that thing will show up now, and you can edit this like this. just like rotate it, and for rotation you just go over here, you get this arced arrows, and if you want to drag it proportionally or by 10 degrees, you just click on click and hold shift, or you can just click and hold control for slight movements, or you can just leave it and you can do by eyeballing it. I'm gonna be placing this croissant right in front of the coffee cup, and if you want to, you can hide this by clicking this eye icon over here. Right, see, it's hidden. And here is your layers panel. Alright, these are layers. Okay, this is the first photo we pasted, so we can hide it, we can unhide it. Okay, so if you place this layer on top of the croissant, it will be hidden because it is blocking the way of that layer, so have to keep in mind with that. And for color correction and everything, you have adjustments over here, adjustment layers we call it, so you can click on any of them. I'm gonna be searching for curves. Okay, so I'll just a little bit to bring up the shadows, and even you can add tints like if you want it to be just like a little bit winter. Now you can see that it is not affecting the croissant. Okay, if you want this layer to affect the croissant, to put it on top of the croissant. And after that you have filter. If you go into filter, you have blurs, every filter, or you can call it effects. You can find effects in the filters panel. Okay, you have video, stylize, everything. And if you can't see when you open Photoshop these layers and channels and paths, right, you just go over here into Windows and you can open layers from here. See, it's ticked because it's on my screen. Okay, you have swatches, options, tools, and everything open over here. And if you want to change this croissant, okay, you just have to do like this. You have to open your brush tool by clicking B. Okay, you have to select this layer mask. Okay, and you can just draw over it with white to show the photo. Okay, and you can see over here you have these two colors. Okay, this is your primary color and the secondary color. Okay, you can switch between them by just clicking X. See, and you can reset it if you want to. So we're gonna be painting white, so I click X, and now if I paint white, see, the photo is showing up, right? Because we just didn't delete the photo, we just made a mask. So this is what I'm talking about, destructive workflow and non-destructive workflow. So in destructive workflow, you're just deleting the pixels, deleting the photo, and that's what you can't use it again. And non-destructive workflow is just you are hiding or using your creative thinking to delete some things, but it's actually over there, so you can use it afterwards. If your client says that no, I want that color, you can just change it because it's not destructive, you're not deleting it. Okay, so after that, if you want to save this, okay, you just click Ctrl+S just like normal, and you'll get some options over here. First, I show you that you should save PSD, because PSD, you can open the PSD in Photoshop, you can't open it anywhere else. You should actually save it in PSD, so you're going to be saving in PSD, and then this will ask. Okay, just click OK. Now it's saved, we can open in PSD. But if you want this photo to be on your Instagram, so you have to save it again in export it, but it's similarly as like saving. So click on Ctrl+Shift+S. okay, Ctrl+Shift+S, because it won't open this up. Okay, you have to save as, right? For save as, you have to click Ctrl+Shift+S. Now you can go over here, you have JPEG, or you can export it as PNG or anything you want. I'll go with JPEG. Okay, now I click save. then okay. Now my photo is saved. Let me go over here, my photo. See, my photo is over here. Now you can see these white stripes, okay, on the right and the left. If you don't want that, just go over here. When you create a new document, okay, Photoshop actually creates a background itself, okay. So here's a white background. You don't want that, you click this lock and you can just delete it. Now it's nothing behind these two layers. So now if I save it, okay, you can't see it over here, but if you take it into another software you can see it. Alright, so this is useful when you want to take a Photoshop file into Premiere Pro or anything like that. And you have many selection tools over here. We have pen tool. We have dedicated videos to pen tool on our channel. And we have lasso tool. Lasso tool is nothing but just like a brush. You draw it and you leave it, you got a selection over there. And you have many other things like eraser tool. You can't erase, you can't use eraser tool over here because these are just photos. This is not rasterized layers. So rasterized layers are nothing but pixels, okay. So these are photos, right? If you rasterize it, and you can rasterize it from over here, you just right click the layer and go over here and rasterize the layer, okay. So I'm not going to do that because it will just convert my photo to pixels, okay. You don't want that because it won't come back. After that we are going to be talking about text, okay. So you can place text in your files, in your Photoshop files or in your photos. So you just for text you just click T, okay, and this cursor will pop up for you, okay. So either you can draw your text box. The good thing about a text box is that you can type in it anything, so it will change the line automatically. Alright, but if you don't want this, you just want a normal text, you just click anywhere and you get a cursor. You can write anything, like we're gonna be writing tutorial. Alright, so you just click Ctrl plus Enter to exit the editing mode, okay. Otherwise it won't exit you, and you can just resize this as normal as you can either click these things, okay. You have these handles, or if this doesn't shows up on your Photoshop, okay, you just have to open this show transform controls, right? Or if you don't want to use that, you can just click Ctrl plus T to go to transform controls, okay. So now I'm resizing it. You can either resize your text from over here, or you can go to the text editor and you have your resizing options over here. Like I'm gonna be writing 120 points, okay. So now you can either click this tick button or you can just click Ctrl plus Enter, okay. So to go out of the editing mode, and you can move things even by your arrow keys, okay. And from arrow keys you just click left, okay. It will go by some points. If you want it move a little bit more, then you can click and hold shift, and now if you do, it takes some more steps, okay. So now I'm gonna be opening this and making this a little bit bigger so that you can see. So now we're gonna be changing the color of this text, okay. So for that you have to go to your type tool, and then you just Control A, select all, and you have your colors over here. You can change your colors by this color picker, okay. You can change and select any color you want. We're gonna be going with some dark blue, okay. Control plus Enter, and now it's the last thing I want to show you, that is the effects or the styling, okay, the layer style, okay. So for that you have to go over here on the layers panel, okay. Now you just double click it and this will pop up. This is called layer style. So you can create bevel and emboss, contour, texture, stroke. We'll go with we'll actually go with drop shadow and outer glow, auto glow. This will look good. So you can see the preview over here, so you can just close it also. I'm gonna be keeping it. So we're gonna be increasing the spread. If you don't want to look at the thing over here, the preview over here, you can just see it over here. It will show up, right? Size, increase the size and decrease the spread. And here you have like different settings. Okay, so if you do this, so we're not gonna be going in detail for anything else. You have like drop shadow. Drop shadow is nothing but a shadow. Okay, it's not showing it right now, but if you want it, you can increase the opacity. Opacity is nothing but how much of the thing you want to see. Okay, click enter. And if you are working with multiple layers and you want to paste this thing, the layer style, okay, you can just copy it from going right clicking over here, and you have like copy layer style, and you can even clear the layer style. So now we have gone over many things, and now we go over vibrance. Vibrance is nothing but vibrance and saturation. You get two of the things simultaneously. So we're going to be placing this over the cappuccino, the cup. Okay, so now here's the basic thing. Okay, so if you increase saturation, okay, it is going to increase the saturation of the background or everything in the photo. Okay, but if sometimes you have like human people over here in your photos, so if you increase saturation, you will blow out the colors of the skin. So if you increase the vibrance, you just increase the saturation of the background, not the human colors on the skin tones. Okay, so keep that in mind, and you can undo it from here or reset the adjustment layer. We're going to be cleaning that because we don't need that right now. So if you like the video, press the like button, comment, and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to keep you posted of our next videos. And I'm gonna be soon posting the intermediate tutorial for Photoshop, and going to be posting beginners tutorial for Premiere Pro and After Effects. So press that notification bell so that you get notified. And here's MABK signing out. Goodbye, have a nice one.